Hi, I'm Kristen with Sota Turntables, and today we're going to be doing the final assembly to check the bearing, the Sapphire, the bushings on this older platter. So on the newer round blocks, there's 3 screws that are under here that are an Allen. Which Allen? Probably should have figured that out before I got on air, but it's that one. So do a little work for yourself, figure it out. It's a standard. These two have already loosened up. This one right here, I'll have to, and you can always see where the holes are at because on top there's a threaded hole. On the old square block platters, they have 4 screws with nuts and washers, and they're actually Phillips up here. So what you do is you hold the nut down here, and then you loosen the Phillip up here, and that's pretty basic. So here we go. Then once you get it broke loose, they should be pretty easy. Yeah, it's a nice machine thread into the aluminum block, and then there's this locking plate that holds everything from coming apart. These are the 2 transit screws that you need to lock out when you're transporting your soda. No, it may be kind of hard, but just see. There we go. There's one. And what you're looking for is no flat spots on the ball. If there's flat spots on the ball, if you want to be a gypsy, you can just rotate it. But if there's a flat spot on the ball, chances are your Sapphire is shot. So just call us, get a new bearing, and get a new, actually the Sapphire you have to send in the platter because that involves a press, and we got to qualify it and make sure that it's perpendicular to the platter. So if you see a flat spot on your ball, don't think you can just replace the ball. You're probably going to have to replace your thrust plate because I've seen a lot of balls where they have material that's eroded and then it just scratches there. Locking plate is off. Then this, all you have to do is lift up. The bearing is left inside on this one. I'm feeling for any scoring where the bushings are. There's a dirt gap in the middle. There's 2 bushings, one that rides here, one that rides here. You can polish the shaft. I don't know if you can hear that. There is a definite step on this. So we'll check. I'll get plug gauges here in a bit and check. That bottom, you can see the run out there. There's a little slop. This is probably going to need new bushings. Not probably. It needs new bushings. There's 2 bronze bushings in here. Let's see if we can. I'm going to have to replace and grab the ball out of here real quick. Okay, turn it upside down and have the ball out. This is, oh good, this is a ceramic ball, so no issues here with debris. Put that over here for now. And then with a flashlight, I'll look in and evaluate the Sapphire. I think this has had some work done on it because it's a newer ball. It's an older platter with a newer ball, and yes, the Sapphire has been replaced. If there's a lot of lubrication on it, you can just grab a Q-tip and clean out the inside of here and then evaluate it with your flashlight. But the ball's in great shape here. The shaft honestly isn't. I would probably polish the shaft, which is an older hardened shaft, and replace these bushings to get it to 2026 specifications. But we'll let the customer know. They sent this in because the vacuum lip isn't sealing down, and we found that problem, so we're going to put a new mat on this and a lip, and then I'll propose doing new bushings and some shaft work, and we'll get this one back in the wild in great shape. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.